I see you, my dearly loved child, reading these words and exposing your heart to me, filled with faith and the hope that life will go well for you. I do not believe that you will achieve your personal goals. The person who believes that you do not deserve that joy should not waste their time on meaningless notions or on those who criticize you unfairly. You are my darling daughter and my dear son, and I have witnessed how you have grown and changed over the years. You have turned your heart toward me in love. I have dubbed you an heir to everything good, good to all that is pure and kind, lovely and honest. You will achieve the dreams you have built on the foundations of truth. You will be able to take advantage of everything that is good. I am the one who gives you strength and the one who prepares you, and as long as you are willing to walk with me, you are here in this world for a cause. I am the one who gives you strength. By virtue of the power of my sacrifice and resurrection, I have already forgiven the errors that you have admitted to having committed, regardless of the mistakes that you have made in the past or the failures that you have had to endure. Brand new opportunity to start over. I want you to have the confidence to lead your household with your head held high in the hope that I will silence those who have insulted you by demonstrating in public how you should be treated. Despite the fact that I love you so much, no one will ever be able to say that you are useless, because I, the all-powerful God, will save you from the depths and breathe life into your exhausted body. Bones and demonstrate to you on a daily basis the incalculable breadth of my love. Believe me and accept this love with an open heart. Allow no circumstance prevent you from being able to the possibility of obtaining what I have been longing to pour over your life, eternal blessings, everlasting bliss, and the hope of heaven itself are contingent upon your acceptance of the reality of my reality. Please do not stop expressing your love for me. Do not stop putting your faith in me throughout moments of joy and during times of difficulty. I will always be at your side. I love you very much, which is why I am here right now. I am sending you a special message, because I have witnessed your faith become more fervent and vigorous. You have faith in my timing and are waiting for the blessings that I have promised to pour out. You are aware that I am constructing a group of courageous individuals who live their lives with determination, who share my love with others, and who let my spirit refresh them from head to toe, and you are a member of that courageous establishment. Keep a close eye on the things that you let into your life, and make sure to protect both your eyes and your ears. Give my words the utmost priority, and allow them to bring nourishment to your spirit until you are completely satisfied. Read, listen, talk, and sing. Regardless of what it is that I motivate you to accomplish, let it originate from your heart, and I promise that I will bestow upon you a multitude of benefits, but you must take care of them. I am not trying to elevate you. If you want these blessings to multiply, you can boast about your authority or grow proud of yourself. But if you want them to multiply, you should keep your heart humble and not let gossip or ill words prevail. You should let your mouth go. You should not hurt those who admire you or those who give you a means of subsistence, and you should put your effort into working hard so that you can be a source of good for your loved ones and everyone else around you. I speak to you now as a friend, and if you want to see genuine change in your life, you should choose to obey me. I have selected you to produce fruit, to journey to the places I lead you, and to see abundance flow into your home. Please come with me and tell me that you will be able to accomplish this. You are on the verge of entering a new stage, and if you pay attention to my advice, you will triumph. I have called you to fight for what you believe in. The health and happiness of your family, to emerge victorious in every conflict, to feel my presence in your achievements and the joys you experience on a daily basis, to allow your praise to resound, and to let your praise be heard. You are my daughter, my son. You are a champion, and I will bless you. I will bless you with an attitude of appreciation that radiates from your heart until everyone in your home is filled with light and thanksgiving. Please pay attention to what I have to say, because I am certain that I did not make a mistake in selecting you. I'm very aware of what I am doing, and I want you to understand the extent of my love for you. Now, do not disregard this voice. Instead, open your heart wide to my words and tell me what you think. I tell you that I will never stop reminding you that I am here for you every single day. I love you, and I will continue to find sweet ways to show you that you are surrounded, protected, and continually cared for by my hand. My adoration does not waver, since our connection is a covenant that I have signed with my own. Sacrifice and sustained by the presence of my spirit, that spirit burns within you, like a purifying flame, uprooting the painful memories that once held you down, and so allowing you to move on with your life. By substituting them with the stillness of my serenity, it instills a profound sense of tranquility within your heart, revitalizing your spirit, assisting you in maintaining your balance, and inspiring you to continue. I came to save you, and to promise you a home in heaven with me one day. I came to care for your loved ones. The power I offer you is connected with my eternal love. I came to save you. I want each night to be a time when you remember these words even as your tired eyes close, and you lay your head on your pillow set. I want this to happen while you are here at my side, but while your feet are walking about the planet, you will be able to lie down in peace, free from unrest, and when you wake up in the morning, you will be able to put your fears aside and raise your hands to accept this healing anointing, and it will bring rest to both your body and your soul. Yes, I will continue to gently push you, and you need to hear that I love you, that I cherish you, and that I treasure you. When you wake up, you will feel a new refreshment in your spirit that drives away anxieties. I am always working on your behalf to clear your path so that everything can go smoothly. I am watching over your family so that they can live in harmony and grow in wisdom. I want there to be nothing lacking in your home, and I want every loan to be paid off. I will never stop reminding you of my endless miraculous affection, so let my voice guide you and feel my loving arms around you. I will never stop telling you that you are my favorite thing in the world. I want you to know that you love me, and that you will see how beautifully things go. I prepared your future long before you were born, and I carry it in my heart. I want you to hear me and feel my presence. Your hands, the blessings you long for, and the hopes you carry in your heart are all written in my book. Every prayer you propose on behalf of the people you care about is recorded there. There is no way to get away from me. A moment that has been designated for the release of every good gift, and my prayer is that you will be blessed with the ability to open doors that will foster greater wisdom, stronger faith, and deeper humility. And the perseverance that you require. You are my most prized child. I planted you in a position where you can flourish and produce fruit. The roadmap to your blessing is already in your possession. It can be found in my word study. I want you to have the bravery and confidence to keep it near to your heart and use its truth to guide your actions. If your history is filled with failures, if you have repeatedly given up, and if you have missed out on fantastic possibilities, I want to hear these words of hope spoken out loud by you. My past is behind me, and from this day forward, my life, my family, and my future will be blessed. I want to hear them from your lips. Raise your voice with confidence and declare it once more. My history is in the past. From this day on, my life, my family, and my future will be blessed. I will never be ashamed to speak to you. Forth my promises in front of other people, because there is eternal life in my words, amazing abilities, and supernatural responses when you are confronted with obstacles. My living word will give you the insight to overcome those things that appear to be impossible. Open the scriptures frequently with a desire to learn and grow, and as you read, you will feel my presence. I will help you overcome those things. Guide you through each statement, revealing who you really are as well as who I am, so that you will never again have to be afraid of my love or worry that I would crush you each and every time you say something to me. I have come to dwell in your heart, and with me I bring showers of blessings and new opportunities. I come with grace and forgiveness, as well as the divine power that you require. I come with a purpose that is concrete for you. As well as your household, I have come to drive away the devourer who is attempting to steal your joy. Give yourself to me without any reservations. Trust me totally, and you will be able to enjoy your life. I love you with a love that no one else can match, and I know that you will experience an abundance of happiness. This was written and anticipated long before you were even born into this world. I will deliver you from the issues you are facing. I will supply the solutions you need today. Even now, you will be able to destroy no one. No one can harm you as long as I am your shield. I will deliver you from the troubles you face. Witness the evidence of how strong my devotion is toward you, and allow your heart to be at ease because I will fill you with beautiful tranquility right now. Allow my love to stir inside you, and I will remove every burden if you allow it to. I want you to pause and be still with me today if you are feeling confused or fatigued and unsure of which road to choose. Do not believe that you are wasting time, since this time with me is for your benefit. If you feel the need to, give yourself permission to close your eyes or go for a peaceful stroll in the sunshine. Allow my words to flow through your thoughts as you breathe in my love that surrounds you and feel my hand. I will be right there to embrace you, softly caressing your head, so that you will know how special you are to me and how special you have always been. I do not change over time, and I do not make any adjustments to my beliefs. Promises. If you believe that your sins are forgiven, and if you are willing to let me forget your faults and bury them, I will not desert you, and I will not leave you alone. Your history. If you accept the unchanging love of an all-powerful God, then every promise of life that is contained in my word will become yours if you believe in me and living waters. Will flow through you, and you will acquire the courage and fortitude to battle back the forces of darkness that threaten your mind. I want each day to be wonderful for you. I want you to have a wonderful day. This day, tomorrow, the entire month, and all of your years begin with me listening to my voice, expressing your frustrations, counting your joys, and letting us all count our blessings. I see how you live with stress and dread that I will punish you or that I am furious. Therefore, I want you to take the weight off of yourself and plan your goals together with me. Let us chart the way to your aspirations side by side, because you have not lived up to my expectations. Yet you are my cherished daughter and my darling son, and I want you to keep these realities in mind. I am speaking to your heart that there is mercy and there is power in my shed. There is peace, there is salvation, there is eternal abundant life in my resurrection, and there is blood. From this moment forward, you will feel an extraordinary sense of confidence. Come to me every day to hear my whispers and to confide in me, and whatever comes your way, I will assist you in beginning each new dawn with a great sense of security, and a love that is so profound that you may have never experienced it before. I have a heart that is full of faith and tranquility, and I trust that you will succeed. Everyone will see that I am at your side, and your blessing is on its way. There is nothing that can stop you from achieving success. Can stand in its way, you will soon witness the answers to your prayers. Your wants will be met, and your strength will be restored. Someone who is very important to your heart will come into your life. There is a possibility that you may return, or that you will make amends with someone who has been distant. I disclose these things with you in order to instill bravery inside you and ensure that your delight begins even now, shortly. People who are dear to you will come looking for you, and you will meet them with a bright face. They will see the refreshed grin that bears a message of hope, and they will see the wonder that I have given you. My word has been fulfilled, have been declared, and the blessings of abundance have been spoken over your life. I do not deceive you. I fulfill what I promise, and you should remind yourself of this on a consistent basis. I personally put an end to your pain, and the season for joy has arrived. Beautiful moments are waiting for you, so do not be scared, sweetheart. Anxiety may not penetrate into your soul. I hear your supplication. I feel the steady beat of your modest heart, and your request echoes. Child, do not weep in despair. Believe in me, the one who summons you now. I pour out my favor upon you before my throne, which is opening the gates of grace. My presence is with those whose hearts are simple, with those who seek me with all their heart, and with those who call on my name. Since I endured the cross and shed my blood for you, I will never forget you. I will never leave you alone. I will never forget you. I will never forget you. I will never leave you alone. If you ask me, why would I forsake you at this moment? I am there for you when your adversaries come to you, when difficulties arise, when you are feeling weak, upset, or ill, and in every condition, I am by your side. Side, I am repeating this because I want you to always remember it. I desire for you to come to me every day, to keep my words in mind. I have the power to set you free, and I am here to help you. I remind you of this fact on a daily basis so that your faith might grow. I want you to be able to let your head rest in peace at night, free from any kind of agony, and to greet the morning with confidence, trusting that my word cannot be broken. I do not lie. I love you. Forever I will bless you forever. This is how it was, how it is, how it shall be. Tell me now that you believe. Let me hear that resilient tone in your voice, that I will be blessed forever. You will be blessed forever. I see your life and your future, and I have a clear understanding of it. You have no cause to be afraid. Grab my hand and listen to me first thing in the morning. I sense the bright joy in your words. You will thrive whenever you are confronted with difficult circumstances, whenever you are required to make big decisions, and whenever you come and chat with me here in my presence. If you embrace my word and truly obey it, you will flourish, will be freed from anxiety, your heart will find peace, and your mind will find serenity. I want to emphasize that you should not be afraid, and you should avoid making rash decisions while you are angry or upset. If you are agitated, you should not talk hastily while you are unsettled, and you should not respond to provocation by raising your hand in an aggressive manner. The adversary will try to force you into making terrible blunders that will bring you substantial consequences. Listen carefully to these words, since they may weigh on your spirit and sap your will to move forward. Yes, those of you who have a feeling that my message is intended for you should treasure what I say and return it. My voice is geared at your spirit, and because I desire what is best for you, you must make a decision to rely on me once and for all. I am here to listen to you again and again. You will see that I talk to you in such a sincere way that you will discover my advice, even in the smallest of ways, if you seek my direction in the Scripture with all of your heart, and do so day by day. Information. I want you to pull yourself up from that pit of anguish. I want to eliminate the sadness that is in your heart. I do not want your feelings to spiral out of control every time someone reminds you of your past, nor do I want you to feel like you are going to lose control of your emotions. As you let yourself fall into despair when other people criticize you for failures and sins that I have already forgiven, ask yourself now for whom you will live and whether you will offer me the space that is rightfully mine at the core of your consciousness. Life, or will you continue to listen to the voices of others who do not know me and who do not actually desire good things for you? I will give you the strength to stop depending on the approval of other people, and you will go forward toward your blessing with the help of me. You will not be tormented by the gossip that seeps from their tongues if you are determined and do not look for affirmation from anyone else. Seek me out, talk to me, and ask me questions. Let me have the opportunity to fulfill your heart's desires, and I will demonstrate my love to you in ways that are beyond your wildest conception. From this point forward, you will not be afraid of anything or anybody, and you will see how I will fulfill your needs. Your life is shaken by the supernatural force of my Holy Spirit. Put your trust in me, and all will work out for the best. You are looking forward to receiving wonderful news, and it will come to you very soon. Beloved, my power is revealed to those who believe in me with humility and honesty. Miracles happen when you give your heart, when you yield your faith totally to me, and when you refuse to allow your head or your heart to control the outcome of the situation. Lips proclaim doubts that weaken you with confusion. Speak my word boldly. Declare I am able to achieve all things through the one who gives me strength, and I will never be defeated. Let that precious truth fill your heart and mind. I want your chest to remain there at all times and to remind you of my promises whenever a new challenge is approaching. Pay attention to me when you come to me in the morning, and listen with all of your heart. I want your heart, for your well-being, and I have reserved a future of peace and wealth for you. It is my hope that your family will be liberated from negative emotions, and that there will be no arguments or divisions in your home. Are so many great things that I can do in your fragile soul. I want you to remain innocent and pure, believing me always. You will see with your own eyes how your adversaries and fake friends stumble before you, even those who tease you with their taunts and insults. Arrogance. They may boast in their apparent wisdom, but their ideas fail day after day. Some people take pride in their intelligence, yet they do not win any real prizes. Some people try to give the impression that they are prosperous and comfortable, but on the inside, they are stuck in a deep, dark pit with no spiritual hope. All they can do is resent and feel sorry for themselves. Nevertheless, you should know that my favor is upon you, but there will also be opposition, since not everyone sees my light. Nevertheless, you should not be worried that some people will boast about who they are. You are my child, and there is nothing and no one that can overcome you because I am the one who defends you. You are never alone, and you are never alone. What they do not possess, they present an image of perfection, even while they are enmeshed in sin. I do not have faith in a God that does not exist. I am real, powerful, and majestic. My love is true, and I have demonstrated what I am capable of achieving. Do not be afraid of me. Do not cry or give in to depression because of the threats and lies that have been made against you. I am with you, and I will protect you from injury, danger, poverty, death, and any other form of harm. Illness, take my word and accept my blessing. Speak to me about your trust because I love you, and come closer to me if your heart is heavy. Unload everything that you feel inside of you, as well as the fact that I will alter the feelings that are in my hands. Grief will be transformed into joy, regret into serenity, shame into hope, and the heaviness that scratches this mentality that is trying to convince you to hear voices from the past will be broken permanently. I am the all-powerful Lord, and I have called you beloved because you have faithfully followed me. You deserve the freedom that I have to offer, long to give you. You must break free today from every mental torture through the power of my beautiful sacrifice. Let my voice bring healing from head to toe, right where you are. Stand up and pick up the pieces of your life. You should let me take you into the path that leads to the peak of the mountain, where your victory is waiting for you, and I will plant renewed feelings in you. Let me guide you through the dreams that you have forgotten and walk forward. You are not making a mistake if you put your faith in my eternal word, because my Spirit has sealed your heart. The blessing that I have placed in front of you is true, and you will end up receiving it. Error by opening your heart to your heavenly parent who loves you in an incalculable amount. This is no illusion. Mighty supernatural miracles will unfold for all those who listen to me for a long time. Those who have the courage to believe with humility and devotion, who honor my word, who recognize their failures, who let go of darkness, and who walk resolutely without looking back. I love you, my daughter, my son, and I want you to know you are being mended in order to break every chain that has bound you. I am breaking every curse and every deceit that once deceived you into thinking that there could be a power that is greater than mine. When it hears my voice, creation itself quakes. All evil falls to the ground in defeat. It is impossible for it to stand erect in the light of my grandeur unveiled. There is no creature on earth or in the universe that can remain standing. You are no longer alone. My arms are surrounding you. My purity is covering you, and the power of my sacrifice is shielding you day and night. There is no more sorrow. There is no more suffering. Receive my delight that I provide you in this very moment. Say that you feel it, announce your faith, and bend down to the ground if you choose to do so. Affliction. No more tears of anguish. I must inform you that you are on the verge of a tremendous arrival. Your waiting is almost ended. The aim, the desire, and the blessing that you have prayed for are becoming apparent. I must also tell you that you should offer gratitude for the wonders that are about to emerge. Please prepare your heart for the truth that is happening right now, because the joy that you will experience will be overpowering, and you may feel as though you are not deserving of the immensity of what I wish to grant you. I speak once more to your heart. Inner being, I speak to you in a gentle, compassionate, and tender manner, urging you to refresh your ideas. I am aware that you are unable to accomplish it on your own, but you must rely on me to assist you. You should have faith. Reach out for my word, start reading every day, and look for friends who can strengthen your faith, encourage you, and help you grow. I'm close to your heart, right? You can kneel there next to your bed every morning, or you can simply close your eyes wherever you are sitting in your room, or wandering outside and stare up at the sky and feel the breeze. Let it serve as a reminder of my presence. Communicate with me in a straightforward manner. Tell me how you are feeling, what you are thinking, the reasons you have for being grateful, the people who improve your life, and jot down various parts from my words. Make sure to keep them in front of your eyes in the form of short verses that you can quickly learn. This is not so that you can mechanically repeat them, but rather so that you may meditate on them and allow the message to sink in. Deeply, let it mold your spirit with the knowledge of my love and strength, so that you can develop your faith to the point where you are completely sure that I love you, and that I want to bestow blessings on you and your family in accordance with them. I have devised the ideal strategy, and the time has come for you to have what you have been longing for. No more tears of sorrow, no more tension that you have to endure, and no lack in your relationship. Every aspect of your life will be filled with serenity and abundance in your home. I want to create a covenant with you. I want you to come and listen to me every morning in order to welcome me. As you take these words into your heart, they will bestow balance and harmony on your thoughts, so rejuvenating your way of perceiving. From this moment on, you will look forward to my visit to your home before the end of this year. I love you, and I want you to tell me that you believe that the more difficult your trials are, the bigger your triumphs will be. I believe that every ounce of sorrow and every piece of agony you have had will be saturating you and your family with unity, love, kindness, and genuine happiness. Pushed through will not be wasted, which is why I bring you these words, so that you do not give in to exhaustion. These difficulties are getting closer and closer to that point where the blessing you have been given will come to an end. I have carried you up to this point, protecting you the entire while, and you have never fought alone. My promise is about to be revealed, and it is ready to flow into your life. I have been waiting for this for such a long time. It is imperative that you do not give up now, because you are on the verge of victory, and every word of encouragement and every promise of strength will be fulfilled in your life. The troubles that drain your energy are about to disappear, and in their place, provision will take their place. Illness is being cured beyond the difficult wall of contention, and a solution is waiting for you. An amazing surprise that will cause you to leap for delight. Not only you, but also others will rejoice alongside you. Many families will be reunited, and connections that were previously severed will be repaired. I want you to avoid distractions that bring you away from my presence, such as any voice or circumstance that makes you feel like you are not in my presence. I want you to hold hands together and celebrate as they see how I have intervened. Try to distance yourself from those who try to convince you that trusting in me is worthless. Some people may grin in order to gain your faith. If you doubt my word or forget your worth and the purpose I have for you, distance yourself from them. Favor, but their motives are not entirely honorable. My words will never mislead you. I warn you now, so that you do not blindly trust all that other people say to you, considering that your life is important. I want to emphasize this point 1,000 times. You have not been abandoned. In fact, my love for you becomes greater with each passing day. And there are still a great many blessings that I intend to bestow upon you, regardless of the challenges that you are facing. The challenges that you are currently suffering will soon be resolved, and everything that is detrimental will be eliminated. You must maintain your unwavering faith, and your family will be together and filled to the brim with love. Once more, I will bring back everything that you have misplaced. I will make it very clear that my favor is upon you, so that those who have mocked your faith in the past will see that your Heavenly Father is real and loves you. You without limit in your distress, I respond in your danger. I shield you in your need. I grant assistance. I have established my support for you now, and always for you, your family, and every other member of your family, and every other member of your family. I am with you, beloved child, and I am the best treatment for all of your agony, both the physical wounds that pierce your body and the mental ones that tear into you. The generation that comes after you need not be afraid, because I am with you. Please give me your heart, your faith, your honesty, your readiness to obey, your perseverance, and your determined spirit, so that you can continue to believe in my promises and pay attention to what I require of you. I will tell it once more. Your duty is to continue, to obey, and to surrender. You have faith, you follow me, and you persist with patience. Do not worry about that which will happen tomorrow. I am your Father and your God, and the time that I give you each day is not designed for you to spend worrying about things. When you choose not to trust me and you allow anxiety to take hold of you, I would like for you to give everything into my hands. I do realize that you are becoming exhausted and unsure of what to do, but I do not want you to reject the tenderness that I freely offer. I do not want your spirit to be filled with misery and disease. Stand next to you to remind you that I have not come to condemn you, but also to remind you that I am your friend. I am arranging a table of benefits for you right in front of those who are opposed to you. I will raise you in the presence of those who are against you. You are entering a new season of miracles and remarkable happenings, and you will see them in front of your family and friends. I will lead you to areas you have never been to before, and many people will hear about me via your testimony. Prepare yourself for this new life that is blossoming. Embrace each blessing that comes your way with humility, and watch wonders emerge not only for you, but also for the people you care about that are also coming your way. I want you to have self-control. Remember who it is that bestows it. Give me a portion of your day. Look for my face. Open your spirit, and get ready for genuine delight. I love you. Please let me know that you have faith in this, and that you have come to me with all your heart. Take my hand. Immerse yourself in my presence. Flood your head with my word, and give me what I want from you. Today, with a heart that is humble, eyes that seek my will, and feet that walk in my ways, I will demonstrate to you that the gifts you have been longing for are not too far away, and your soul will rejoice to discover how they might be obtained. When you are close to your freedom lies, you will realize that some of the things that you cry about are not really required, because you have me by your side. I will take care of you and your family, and very soon you will feel the gentle touch of my affection. I want to lead you along a path that is serene. I want to remove the burden of tension from your shoulders and that terrible hold. Your mind will no longer be tormented by unpleasant thoughts, and your spirit will no longer be haunted by memories that creep in at random times. You will no longer be terrified of the fear that occasionally swallows you. Night taking your desire to keep going, I will perform miracles in your life. My will becomes true in you. My word never comes back empty, and I proclaim it over you now. I will create wonders in your life. In order to bring about change and transformation, open your eyes to a new dawn, open your arms to the magnificent wonders that you will soon view, and grasp my hand firmly while you walk. As you make your way through the valley of loneliness, yell out to those who blame you that you are not walking alone. Your heavenly Father is walking alongside you. Come, I am waiting for you. Walk with me and you will be filled with joy, and you will know what it is to experience true delight. If you believe that now is the moment to start afresh, begin again with me. Do not hesitate. Enjoying my love for all eternity, whispering it to me, writing it down, and shouting it out if you want the world to know that you love me as well. Yes, my child, you can share this same feeling with the world. Hope with anybody who is close to you and who needs to hear my words of life together. Let us continue to distribute blessings to others so that they, too, can trust and find peace for their souls. You are a part of my plan when you open your heart. You shine like a beacon of light in a place that can feel so dark. You sow seeds of faith that I will water, bringing forth a crop of faith. You use your mouth to encourage others to say that I am faithful. You shine like a beacon of light in a place that can feel so dark. For salvation, continue to have faith that my power has the ability to shatter every bond. Continue to have hope in my capacity to turn every struggle around, and continue to cling to my heart, because I will. I want you to know that I notice every tear and every grin when you celebrate. My delight grows deeper when you cry, and my heart hurts more than anything else. I want you to remember that I see all of these things. I'm aware of the times when your faith is shaken and the times when you are tempted to give up, but I am the one who whispers to you each time, asking you to get back up and try again. I am aware of everything that you do that escapes my attention. When you are confronted with unpredictability, allow me to serve as your anchor. Allow my promises to penetrate your very being so that you can stay unshakable even when the storm is raging. I designed you for more than I created you, with the ability to triumph by relying on my strength rather than your own. There will be times when you feel like you are unable to stand, but that is when you will realize that you are able to triumph. I embrace you with my loving arms, and I take great pleasure in witnessing you grow more courageous and resolute in the face of challenges, stating that I am by your side as you face them. I will show you how fear loses its hold on you, and you will understand that no danger can eclipse my protection, even when barriers come crashing down like thunder. If you continue to do this, you will witness how fear loses its grip. Your eyes on me, you will discover stillness in the midst of upheaval. You may see the swirl of trials, but your heart will remain secure because you trust the one who owns the keys to the kingdom, stars, and every breath of life. I want you to know that you were not meant to wander aimlessly without a purpose. I have put a divine calling upon you. I see your potential in its whole. There is no defect whatsoever. There is a restriction in you that I am unable to transcend and utilize for good. Embrace the reality that you are a vessel of my love, a messenger of grace, and a signpost leading others to hope. When you offer that hope, you do it not in your own power but in mine. I supply the words you need at just the perfect moment. I soften hearts that are hardened by sorrow. Your mission extends beyond the confines of your own existence, have become icy. I have made divine arrangements so that when you speak, the soil of someone's soul is prepared for the seed that you offer. Never assume that you are too tiny or that you are not worthy of being heard. I picked them not because they were flawless, but because they were willing to say yes to me. Look at the numerous heroes of faith who walk the globe with imperfections. I chose them because they were willing to say yes to me. Their shortcomings became the stage upon which my glory could be displayed, and in the same manner, your shortcomings became platforms for my power, and your wounds became channels through which healing could take place. Your suffering will be transformed into compassion, and your failures will be transformed into wisdom. Do not underestimate what I am able to accomplish through your surrender when you are struggling with negative ideas, accusations that you have failed too many times, or that you are not good enough. I have redeemed you completely. I have covered every fault, and I have paid for your mistakes. I have silenced them with my truth. The redemption that I have delivered is complete. It is not partial or temporary. This means that your past does not define you anymore. Let go of regrets. Let go of the things that you have experienced in the past. If you are carrying a great burden of shame, you should stand tall in the dignity of a soul that has been forgiven, knowing that I gaze upon you with eyes of grace. There may be times when you observe the success of others and wonder why your own is not being successful. The season of harvest will come to you when it most completely matches with my plan if you do not envy them. Blessings appear to be delayed. Do not be envious of them. Each of my children takes a path that is individually prepared for them. You run the risk of producing immature fruit if you rush my timing. Trust me in the process of growth so that when your gifts come, they arrive with the kind of depth and richness that can only be achieved through patience. I polish your perspective, I develop thankfulness, and I improve your character so that you can hold the blessings that I pour forth without becoming overwhelmed. Produce in the waiting. It is also important for you to realize that true riches are defined by more than just tangible goods. I have the ability to open 1,000 doors of provision if I so choose, but the thing that I am most interested in is molding a heart that is able to. If you invest your fulfillment in money or prestige, your spirit will remain restless. True joy comes from intimacy with me, which comes from remaining in my presence as you do so. Treasures my presence above all else. When you dwell with me, you learn to handle benefits in a responsible manner, to share generously, and to deposit your wealth in heavenly realms where nothing can ruin it. You also learn to keep pursuing unity in your home when family connections are strained. The first to forgive and the first to reach out. Allow my love flow through you as you speak words of peace rather than words of anger. And if you notice tension developing, ask me into your life. In that circumstance, I have the ability to soothe hearts, settle tempers, and bring people back together, even when it appears that there is no hope. I have the ability to repair what was damaged and rebuild what was destroyed. I find great pleasure in knitting. People who are united by connections of true respect and kindness. You may wonder how I am able to be so patient with all the chaos that exists in the world. My darling one, I see far beyond your human vision. I hold eternity in my grasp, and I will never give up on my plans for redemption. I care for you personally, just as I care for every living thing in the world. Soul, my heart is affected by your suffering, and I am working in ways that you are unable to perceive. There is a day that will come when every tear will be wiped away, and there will be no more dread or anxiety. Until that day comes, you will serve as my ambassador on this planet, demonstrating to others that love is more powerful than hatred, and that forgiveness triumphs over bitterness. Any time you are faced with uncertainty about the next step you should take, Take a moment to pause and ask me for clarification. Do not allow the pressures of the world to force you to make a decision immediately. Decisions that I have not yet verified, listen for the gentle nudge of my spirit, and sometimes I will answer immediately, and other times I may urge you to wait so that your trust can grow deeper. My heart is open to my instructions because I speak via my word, through the still voice within me, through the people who walk with me, through the circumstances, through the timing, and even through the unexpected. And if you continue to be close to me, you will learn to recognize the pattern of my leadership. Never forget that I rejoice over you with delight even when you are sleeping. My care does not stop, and I do not stop caring for you. I watch over you, bringing my protecting presence to surround your home each morning, and I greet you with new greetings. Slumber or close my eyes to your needs because I am watching over you. Mercy's new chances to learn to love and shine. Let each sunrise serve as a reminder of my faithfulness. Let each breath serve as a reason to give thanks. Let each shining moment serve as a reminder of my faithfulness. Every moment should be an invitation to dwell in my embrace. You do not need to do anything extraordinary to make me love you more. I already love you with an unending love that is unaffected by any performance. Rest in the assurance that I will always love you. In the event that you ever find your faith being rocked by a tragedy, it is important to keep in mind that I am not the origin of evil. I am still the giver of life and love. The brokenness that exists in this world originates from a variety of human sources. Despite the fact that my light always shines brighter than the shadows, even in times of grief, if you turn to me, I can bring some light into your life. Decisions, the effect of darkness and the truth of mortality. Please do not be afraid to bring me your questions, your tears, or your anger. I will not take offense to your honesty on account of the fact that I am able to derive purpose from your suffering and give you the power to assist others who are going through similar experiences. I want you to communicate freely with me and allow me to wrap you in compassion while you work through your hurts. I built you not simply to survive, but to grow according to my purpose. I recommend that you prefer the raw sincerity of your heart over any pretense. Consists of you standing up and being attentive to my presence each and every day, inviting me into the mundane activities of your life, such as your work, your meals, and your errands, and allowing me to enjoy those moments with you. You will. As you cultivate this, you will come to know that holiness can be found in the simplicity of daily life, when it is done with love and gratitude. You will discover a deeper joy and a sense of purpose in even the smallest deeds. You may feel unqualified to speak about me to other people, but I simply want you to know that you will become a beacon of peace to others and a live witness of my grace at work. You do not need to use fancy words to describe what I have done in your heart. All you need to do is tell them about my faithfulness, how I have lifted you from the darkness, how I have eased your anxieties, and how I have made you feel whole again. I have faith that I will lead you to the right people at the right time, and my love is looking for each and every one of them. A true testimony has the power to soften even the most stony heart, more than any elaborate speech. Soul that wanders when you give yourself to my prompting, I can use your voice to reach them. Remember, the results are in mine, my hands, not yours. You sow seeds, I water them, and growth happens. I would like to remind you that you are precious to me and that I made your body. I want to remind you to take care of yourself as well, to rest, to eat well, and to keep your body healthy. Because it is a temple where my spirit can reside, you should treat it with respect and nurture it so that you have the energy to serve and celebrate life. When you feel your anxiety or stress rising, rush into my arms and let my love comfort you. It is possible for life to be demanding, but if you remain in me, you will discover the rhythms of grace, which include periods of work and moments of relaxation, as well as times of giving, and the times of receiving from my hand. If you find yourself struggling with old habits or addictions, do not give up hope. My power is ready to break every link, but I also ask for your participation. I want you to make a conscious decision every day to reject what is harmful to you and to embrace what is healing to you. I want you to surround yourself with people who inspire you to do the right thing. I want you to fill your mind with my promises, because they are powerful weapons in the spiritual fight that you are going to confront any time temptation comes again. Your eyes immediately call out to me for assistance, and I will strengthen you over time. You will see that my grace transforms you from the inside out, giving you a holy resilience that you never believed was possible. Be aware that you may occasionally blame yourself for not having a greater faith or for stumbling when you should have stood steady. Let go of that self-condemnation and recognize that the journey of faith is unique to each individual, is one of a kind. Even my most devoted followers throughout history have experienced periods of weakness. The true measure of faith is not never falling, but constantly getting back up and coming back to me after every difficulty. You will emerge from these situations more convinced of my dependability and more certain of my unchanging love when you have refined your confidence in me. Faith grows through difficulties like a muscle that needs to be exercised in order to get stronger. They make fun of you because of your beliefs. Treat them with compassion rather than anger. Recognize that they do not see what you see. Pray for them, confident that my prayers will be answered, and accept that their hearts may be broken or closed. Even those who mock me can be reached by grace. Do not be ashamed of the gospel of my name. Shine your light with boldness and love with extravagance, and let me deal with the situation. Those who are able to resist in your patience, in your quiet confidence, and in your persistent kindness may finally be able to witness the reality of my Spirit working in you. I see your heart. Your goals of achieving success in your education, your career, your projects, and your relationships encourage me to be the focal point of these endeavors and ask me for advice on how to make the most of your abilities and collaborate with others. Having integrity as if you are working for me rather than merely for the approval of other people, and letting love be your motivation rather than just ambition. I have placed creativity in your hands in you so that you can reflect my own creative nature. Use that spark to inspire and beautify the world around you. Do not let criticism discourage you, and persevere in the gifts that I have given you. I assure you that there is no disappointment that is final, and that no door that is closed by the world can thwart the ultimate door that I have. I will dedicate them back to me for my glory and for the good of others. I am the one who truly encourages and exalts you to be faithful with whatever you have right now, whether it be your current job, your family life, or your friendships, so that when I open a larger opportunity for you, you will have the ability to take advantage of it more effectively. The character is to handle it well and to keep in mind that success without me at the center can turn hollow. True greatness is measured by how well you love, how faithfully you serve, and how much you care for others. Despite the fact that you are still very close to my heart, there are times when you feel restless and long for change. You have a feeling that you are meant for more, and you are on the path to achieving that. It is through daily faithfulness and modest acts of obedience that pile up over time that you will pave the way for destiny. Even if you do not see spectacular results right away, you should continue to be faithful, so that you can continue to do what is right, continue to show Mercy Mary, and continue to pray for instruction. In due time, breakthroughs will occur, and what you stitch in tears will be what you sow. Because I observe every seed you plant, and every tear you weep, I promise that you will reap in delight. Trust my timing, even when you cannot sense my hand at work. I am orchestrating everything, circumstances in ways you do not perceive. That person you met randomly may be a key to unlocking a future door. That missed opportunity may be the very thing that rescued you from a dangerous path That delay you found so frustrating may have positioned you perfectly for a better outcome. I'm able to weave every detail into a tapestry of goodness. There is no difficulty that is wasted when it is surrendered to my plan of action. I also long to allow me to enter those shattered areas and heal your heart from the emotional wounds that still haunt you, some of which run deep from betrayals or losses that you have experienced. Forgiveness does not reduce the wrongdoing, but it will free you from the chain of bitterness. If you harbor anger or resentment, it will poison your spirit. If you release it to me, you will open yourself up to the possibility of moving on with your life. It is possible that you will never forget the pain, but you will discover that it no longer has control over you. I am able to bring about growth and understanding even from the most difficult chapters in your life. In life, there is nothing that is beyond redemption. If you ever feel the need to present yourself as flawless, let go of that pressure. I am aware of every single joy that you experience in every single part of your heart. Your fears, your failures, I already see it all yet. I love you completely. I want authenticity, not a performance. Bring me your struggles so we can walk through them together. Your weaknesses are not a barrier to my love. They are an invitation to draw closer. My grace is made perfect in your weakness. For then you learn to rely on my strength rather than your own. This is how you develop a deeper relationship with me, where trust is built on the bedrock of unconditional love. I long to remind you that you are never powerless. You may feel powerless at times, but my spirit dwells in you, granting authority over darkness when despair encroaches. Speak my promises out loud. Rebuke the negative voices, proclaim the life I have given you. Praise me, even when your heart feels as heavy. Worship is a powerful weapon against discouragement. It shifts your focus from your limitations to my limitless greatness. It reminds your soul that I am greater than any threat or obstacle. It is important to remember to celebrate even the smallest of victories. Every improvement, no matter how insignificant, is worthy of being acknowledged. When you triumph over an old fear, rejoice when you resist a harmful habit, and celebrate when you speak a positive word. You should use a kind word rather than an angry one, and you should take note of such moments because they demonstrate that I am working in you. Gradual progress is still progress over time, even if it is something simple. The wins add up to a major alteration, and although you might not be able to see it clearly day by day, when you look back, you will see how far you have come with my assistance. Keep your eyes on heaven, but do not forget to focus on the here and now. This life is a journey of discovering how to love, how to grow, and how to be my hands and feet in a world that is hurting. I want you to experience this adventure. The advantages of healthy relationships, purposeful work, and fulfilled aspirations. Nevertheless, always remember that this world is not your last home. Use your earthly rewards to praise me and to care for others. By doing so, you store up treasures in my eternal kingdom, where moth and rust cannot ruin, and thieves cannot break in and steal. Know that I watch over your loved ones too. Entrust them to me. You cannot solve all their problems or fix all their pains, but I can pray for them without ceasing, especially if they seem far from me. I can touch their hearts in surprising ways, show them compassion and patience. Let them see your genuine joy and faith, which might be the spark that beckons them to seek the source of your serenity. Remember that no one is beyond the reach of my grace. There will be times you question why some prayers go unanswered. Acknowledge that I know what is best, even when it contradicts what you presently desire. Sometimes my answer is not yet, or not in the way you expect. Trust that I always act out of love for your long-term good, for the development of your character, and for the fulfillment of my purposes in your life. If you could see the panorama of eternity the way I do, you would grasp that my delays and detours serve to refine you, to strengthen you, and to position you exactly where you must be. Embrace humility, for pride can be a snare. deceiving you into believing you can handle life without me. Pride isolates while humility opens your heart to receive wisdom, guidance, and correction when you stumble. Let it remind you of your need for my grace. Seek forgiveness quickly, but both from me and from others. You may have hurt healing flows where humility abounds. Do not allow your mistakes to define you. Instead, learn from them and move forward under my mercy, grateful for another chance to grow. Be patient with yourself as you learn to listen for my voice more clearly. Sometimes you may doubt whether an insight is from me or from your own thoughts. Compare it against my word and my character. Does it align with love, righteousness, compassion, and truth? Does it provide peace rather than confusion? Over time, you will acquire a better attuned spiritual ear, realizing how I speak personally to you. The more you immerse yourself in my written promises, the easier it becomes to identify what corresponds with my heart. I take delight in your earnest desire to please me, even if you fall short. If your heart is to love me and love others, I see that longing, and I honor it. I'm a tender father, not a harsh taskmaster. I do set high standards, but I also give you my spirit to empower you. I do not demand more than you can handle with my help. Trust that I will not leave you to struggle alone, nor will I crush you under impossible rules. My commandments are for your own good, guiding you into a life of genuine freedom and joy. Think of how a gardener prunes the branches of a plant, cutting away parts so that healthier growth may occur. I do the same with your life, removing what hinders you. This process can be painful because it sometimes means letting go of old habits, relationships, or routines that feel comfortable, yet keep you from your fullest potential. But as you trust me, you will see fresh blossoms and more bountiful fruit. You will realize that every pruning was an act of love, developing you into the best version of yourself. Remember, my child, that I celebrate every time you approach me in prayer. You do not come as a beggar, but as a beloved child. With full access to my throne of grace, ask boldly for whatever you need. Believe that I hear and that I care. I will answer in the smartest, most loving way, at the most perfect moment. If the path to that answer looks tortuous, do not lose hope. Keep walking by faith, not by sight. Let my presence be enough in every season, for I am truly all you need in me. You find rest for your soul. You may question at times if your life truly matters. Let me reassure you that every life I create is deeply precious. Your existence has eternal significance. Even if you impact only a few lives, that impact can carry on through generations far beyond your direct awareness. One act of kindness may inspire another person to perform the same act, so producing a ripple of compassion around the world. An open and honest talk has the potential to save a person from hopelessness and shape an entire legacy that you only witness a little portion of. How I make use of your affection, but it reverberates across the ages. Do not be afraid of getting older. For I have learned that with the passing of time, each season of life has its own special beauty and lessons. I am with you throughout your childhood, years of adulthood, and years of seniority. My love does not change, diminish with time. If anything, your testimony grows richer with experience. Young ones look up to you for guidance and stability. You have a wealth of wisdom to share, so pass it on generously. Understand that, no matter your age, I can still open new opportunities and fill your days with purpose. Release any lingering regrets. Perhaps you think you should have come to me sooner, or that you should have treated your children differently, or that you missed various career paths. Let me show you that I can rectify anything that is given in my hands. Your regrets can, if you give me permission to rewrite your tale. Even if the consequences go on, I will be able to grant you the ability to become testimony of grace, the ability to walk through them, and the ability to bring streams of hope into what appeared to be a dead end. Desert. You are never beyond the reach of my restorative power. Embrace community in the company of other believers who love me. Fellowship is a gift, despite the fact that it can be messy at times since humans are fallible. Misunderstandings happen, but I designed you to walk together, supporting one another, praying for each other, learning and growing in oneness where 2 or 3 gather in my name. There is a specific method in which I am there for you, and you do not have to do life in solitude. In order to avoid solitude, I should look for a place where my words are valued and where my spirit is accepted, and where genuine love is exchanged among my children. Serve there, bring your talents, and receive from other people, as well as when problems develop inside that community. You should strive for improvement. Try to be patient and humble in the face of conflict, express the truth in love, and look for ways to reconcile. Before insisting on being understood, it is important to comprehend. Forgive immediately and bear with one another. My grace is reflected in the way you deal with offenses, and by doing so, you create an environment that is conducive to healing, setting in which my healing presence manifests itself freely, attracting the hearts of many people. Remember that the unity that exists among my children is a tremendous testimonial to the significance of the world, demonstrating that my love is not limited by the distinctions between people. I am well aware that there are times when the stresses of regular life leave you in a state of exhaustion, and those moments draw you in. Simple actions that bring you closer to me and allow my spirit to renew you from the inside out. In the same way that peaceful prayer and passionate worship can renew your strength more efficiently than you can, reading my words can do too. Imagine for a moment that you do not need to make preparations for a complicated ceremony. You can simply come to me as long as you are willing and open to doing so. Your viewpoint can be restored, and your emotional reserves can be replenished through true communion. You should gaze about you with eyes of gratitude and observe my fingerprints on the things you see. The miracle of life, the beauty of nature, and the goodwill of others are all examples of creation. Your heart is protected by thankfulness, which is the spark of hope that refuses to die even in the darkest depths. My light can be found. Against feelings of hatred and bitterness, it serves as a reminder that you are surrounded by blessings on a daily basis. Attempt to name the reasons for this. Because of this practice, your mind is rewired to concentrate on me, and you are thankful for this. Know that I notice your secret tears, the ones you do not show anybody else, and that I am here to comfort you instead of concentrating on your difficulties. I'm close to the brokenhearted, and when you find yourself struggling alone, keep in mind that you have my whole and undivided attention. I do not disregard any aspect of your suffering. I will hold you in my arms and let your tears flow freely. In the event that they are required to flow, then allow me to utter words of comfort that will lift you above your sadness. I am capable of doing so. Handle your sadness, and I assure you that joy is waiting for you right around the corner, albeit in ways that may not be immediately apparent. If you hold remorse about actions you've made in the past, ultimately make your aspirations come true. I would like for you to come to me for forgiveness because I do not want you to continue to drag those chains. My sacrifice was sufficient to wipe out every transgression. There is no condemnation for those who are in me, because I have paid your debt in full. I want you to walk in freedom and enjoy the forgiveness I have for you once you have full repentance. Let it impact how you view yourself and how you treat other people. A person who has been forgiven is able to forgive another person who has wronged them. One who has been shown mercy is able to show mercy to others. This is how my kingdom expands. On days when you are unsure of who you are, remember who I say you are. Earth through love multiplied. Recall who I say you are. Have you been redeemed and chosen, my dearly loved child? You are a beacon of light in the midst of the darkness. You are a member of a royal priesthood that has been designated to proclaim my goodness, and you are located on a hill. A person is not defined by their history, their sentiments, or the label that the world may assign them. Rather, they are defined by my claim on them. I consider your life to be blessed. I consider you a friend. I consider you to be mine. You must never forget that. Your worth is not based on what other people think or what the circumstances suggest. Rather, it is based on my love for you. Allow me to urge you to dream once more. In the event that you have put specific hopes on hold as a result of disappointment or dread, convey them to me. Ask me to bring back the dreams that are in harmony with my heart, and together we will work to develop a vision for your future that incorporates both of these things. Your interests and my goals. There is no ambition that is too large if it is attainable, in accordance with my will, and there is no aspect that is too insignificant for my attention. Trust me to open if I were to place a desire in your heart. I would grant you the knowledge to walk through the doors that I have opened for you. You should not be afraid of it, and you should also provide the resources to bring it to completion in due time. The validity of your faith can be determined by testing, much as gold can be refined through fire use. When you are confronted with challenges, rather than wondering why you are, ask me what it is that I want you to learn, or how I want you to learn it. You can become more dependent on me by going through difficulties, which will teach you endurance and help you develop a character that will glorify me. Rejoice not because you take pleasure in suffering, but because you have faith that I am working with you, transforming you into a vessel of honor, allowing you to remain steadfast in spiritual fights. Hold on to trust and surround yourself with my truth, my righteousness, my peace, and my salvation. As a shield and carry out my word with self-assurance, the adversary makes an effort to plant seeds, to cause discord, and to entice you to engage in damaging behaviors. You must resist by standing on my principles. Pledges keep in mind that victory is already guaranteed via my triumph. And fight condemnation because you are already victorious. I have provided you with the spirit of power, and you should overcome fear since you are protected by my righteousness. With love and a clear mind, you will be able to witness miracles and receive answers to your prayers. Please do not forget to come back with thanksgiving and celebrate my intervention in your life, regardless of how insignificant it may appear right now. Being grateful not only shows respect for me, but also helps to keep your heart gentle and strengthens your faith. I assure you that if I have been reliable in the past, I will continue to be faithful when you witness to someone else about the things that I have done for you. Inspire their hearts to believe, and the testimonies that you have become seeds of hope, can develop into new miracles, but you should be wary of temptation that masquerades as sin, which is not harmful and might sometimes appear appealing because it provides a shortcut to satisfaction. Yet it ultimately results in emptiness, as well as isolation from my best for you. If you feel a warning in your spirit, pay attention to it, since my spirit is saying to you to do so. I have not brought you to a life of unrelenting sorrow, but rather to a life of genuine happiness, for your safety. It is impossible for sin to bring about joy. It can only diminish it. True freedom is achieved when you remember that my love is always there for you as you walk in alignment with my holiness, free from remorse and shame. You cannot earn more of my love by being perfect because it is consistent. It does not fluctuate based on how well you perform. In addition, you cannot lose it by failing. You will always be held in my affectionate embrace. Embrace the knowledge that this should motivate you to pursue goodness rather than fear. Nevertheless, from a place of gratitude and devotion, allow my love to inspire you. The power of love is the most powerful force in the universe. It gives you the ability to rise above the constraints of your weaknesses and combines your heart with mine in the event that you ever find yourself tempted to isolate yourself because you believe you have to confront your struggles on your own. They are enough to dispel the fabrication that I have built for you for fellowship. Your most reliable friends, mentors, or counselors, and ask them to pray alongside you. help you, and speak life into you. A load that is shared gets lighter, and my heart is filled with joy. It is common for presence to flow through caring connections. When assistance is offered, make sure to receive it with humility and return the same kindness. When you are able to do so, and you should never allow your heart to become filled with condemnation if you observe other people who appear to be in a position to that every one of my children is either more progressed in their religion or more obviously blessed than the others. A one-of-a-kind grace at a one-of-a-kind pace. Some people are in a season of reaping while others are. During the season of sowing, some of my garments are shown for all to see, while others are not. Developing in the shadowy places, reveling in their achievements, and having faith that I have a place in their lives. Meticulously designed plan for you comparison is a robber that robs you of joy. Instead, keep your eyes set on me and the route I have for you. Lean toward the delight of my presence. Let times of worship be a haven, a place where you aside your troubles and simply adore me. In true adoration, your spirit is renewed. You recall that I am far larger than any difficulty your fears shrink. Before my majesty in such moments you glimpse eternity where my brilliance fills every corner. Bring that sense of amazement back into your everyday life and allow it to have an impact on the way you engage with other people can have an effect on how you deal with disappointment, or notwithstanding the inconvenience. I strongly encourage you to maintain your resolve in the belief that there will be days when you have the impression that you have taken a step backward, or when the darkness seems to conquer you even when you are unable to see let your hope serve as an anchor for you in times of storm. And remember that I am still there. My unwavering devotion, my unshakable faithfulness, and my unbreakable promises, say them over your soul. Refusing to give in to hopelessness is not the same thing as wishful thinking. It is predicated upon my character, which has never been compromised, that I have the confident expectation that I will be true to my word. Changes. Let this day be the beginning of a new chapter of our closeness to one another, with one another. Every morning, by letting me in on your goals, your thoughts, and your aspirations, and every evening by letting me do the same thing, pondering the goodness of my existence, and allowing thankfulness to permeate your final moments of consciousness, this straightforward pattern of starting and concluding with me helps to cultivate a more profound awareness that I am with you every minute in between, even when you are unable to run to escape. Me promptly, rather than hiding when you are successful. Remember to honor me as the source of your success. The world will provide you with a great deal of distractions, including technology, busyness, and unimportant matters. In order to avoid becoming less sensitive to my voice, you should schedule some time to disconnect and recuperate. Without rushing through the process of reading my words, in stillness, to remember the importance of personal space in my presence, where your spirit can take a deep breath and you can listen to the soft whispers of my own. Your productivity is determined by your spirit's ability to balance your commitments with leisure for reflection. Not assessed by frenzied activity, but rather by how well you fit with my goals and objectives plans. As you become more powerful, you will also face more difficult obstacles. However, you should not be alarmed by these challenges. Being confronted with problems provides me with more opportunity to demonstrate my power, much like a toddler who gradually takes on more challenging tasks. You will learn new aspects of my faith through the chores that will strain your faith muscles. Through each and every one of these things, nature, creativity, justice, and unending kindness, in the face of your weakness, you will discover that I am sufficient if you decide to challenge me. I will finally cherish my strength, and your testimony will carry even more weight than any other. I assure you that I will never leave your side. I will always hold you in my hand, and no amount of pressure will ever be able to break you. Afar my love encircles you like a shield, and I speak life over you now. I speak life in your direction. In the name of abundance, I declare that you are loved beyond all comprehension, protected on all sides, and you are mine, and I call you by name. You are destined for a magnificent destiny. Take this into consideration, truth, and allow it to permeate every nook and cranny of your being. Remember it in times of happiness and times of sadness. Remember it when you are uncertain. I want to tell you one more, that I love you and that I will never abandon or separate myself from you. Take a step into that love, breathe it in, and relax in it. Allow your heart to accept every word that I say. You have communicated with them here, stored them in a valuable location, and returned to them any time you need to be reassured that you will always be my adored, and that you also have my blessing, my favor, and my voice. You are never alone, and my voice will continue to speak to you. Protection and my advice and direction. I pray that you find solace and joy in the present moment, and that peace might be brought to your spirit. My dearest child, I will always cherish you. May you always be filled with joy and courage, because I am your Amen.